The book of Hebrews alternates between warnings and encouragement. At one point it says it's a dreadful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. But at another place it says, come boldly to the throne of grace. One possible paraphrase of this is that if we run away from God, he'll be angry at us, but if we run toward him, he'll be happy. It's like a parent who is calling for a child to come. We get upset if the child runs away instead of running toward us. We love the child either way, but we want them to come. And so it is with God. He created us because he wants to have a relationship with us. He doesn't want us to run or hide like Adam and Eve did. As he says in Hebrews 10:38, my righteous one will live by faith, and I take no pleasure in the one who shrinks back. He's not happy when we go in the wrong direction. But then in verse 39, the author gives a word of encouragement. But we do not belong to those who shrink back and are destroyed, but to those who have faith and are saved. He says his readers have faith. They demonstrated faith earlier in the Christian life. They kept on going even though they were persecuted. So he says in verse 35, do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. Don't quit now. You're almost at the finish line. And then in the next chapter, he talks about how God's people had faith. Abel, Enoch, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Without faith, he says in 11:6, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. Now, if we wanted to, we could turn this into a dreadful warning. We have to do this, and we better do it right, or else. But that is not what the author of Hebrews intends to do here. He is trying to encourage us to have faith, but he's not hanging out a threat that if we don't do it perfectly, then it will all be wasted. No, we can see that if we look at the lives of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and some of the other heroes of faith, Gideon, Jephthah, Samson, David, and Samuel. Those guys didn't have perfect lives, and they didn't have perfect faith. So what's he saying? He's saying that God likes faith. He is pleased when we have faith. He doesn't abandon us if we stumble and fall. Instead, he wants us to get up and come closer. He wants us to run toward him, not away from him. Don't be afraid, and come boldly to the throne of grace and mercy.